What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Come on in. Come on in, man. I'm drinking some hot tea. It's hot too, but I'm drinking hot tea. Man, are you ready for this path? Are you ready for this path? Man, everybody talk about wanting to be a chosen one, but man, we're gonna find out today if you're ready for this path. You know what I mean? We're gonna find out today if you're ready for this.
There are no shortcuts.
You know what I mean? And it is what it is.
No easy paths.
You ready for this path? So, man, come on. Whew. Man, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, family. Man, are you ready for this journey as a chosen one? You know, and the truth be told, man, we gotta grow up. You know, we gotta grow up. We gotta stop the whining. We gotta stop the crying. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn. What's up with you, Jose? What's up with you, high vibration? Man, nobody cares about your tears. You know, nobody cares about the trauma and the pain you've gone through. That don't mean anything to anybody. That only means something to you. What you suffered in your life only has an impact on you, only has a significance for you. What's up with you, Garcia? Nobody cares about the hell you've gone through. Nobody's gonna cry tears because you caught hell. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a damn that your childhood was bad. Nobody gives a damn whether you was molested, raped, violated, and whoop whoop. Nobody cares. And that's a hard pill to swallow. You gets no sympathy from me. I don't give a damn what you've gone through. Life don't give a damn what you've gone through. Nobody else gives a damn how bad your daddy was, how bad your mama was, what your sister did to you, what your auntie did to you, what your uncle did to you, what your cousin. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. Nobody cares. Have you ever noticed, man, we've gone through all the hell we've gone through and nobody else cries for us? Nobody cries for you. Are you ready to be a chosen one? Because nobody's going to cry for you. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Man, we look at today, man. So many people want to be a fucking victim. So many people want to sit there and talk about life's not fair and look at what I've gone through. Nobody gives a fuck. You're supposed to be a grown-ass adult. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be a woman. Who gives a fuck what you went through 20 years ago? Who gives a fuck what you went through 30 years ago? When are you going to grow the fuck up and understand, okay, it is what it is. I've gone through what I've gone through for a motherfucking reason. And if you look at any movie, if you look at any story in life, any great story that's been passed down for thousands of years, everybody that did something great in life went through hell. You look at every movie, every hero had a tragic story. Every hero started out with some fucking chaos. There's some fucking tragic shit that happened in their life that put them on that path to be great. Every fucking hero. I don't give a damn what story you look at. Every hero had to go through some motherfucking bullshit. Every hero had to go through some loss and some pain and some suffering. And you sitting there whining and crying about the shit you've gone through. You sitting there moping around and feeling sorry for yourself because, man, life's not fair. You're not a motherfucking chosen one then if you got that fucked up mentality. And see, we got to understand something. A chosen one is a mentality. It's an attitude. It's a way of living. It's a way of living. See, you can't just be a chosen one just because you sit there and say, man, I'm a chosen one now. Because I've gone through all the hell that I've gone through, that makes me a chosen one. Because I've gone through all the shit that I've gone through, man, God has chosen me. Let me tell you something. It ain't about what you've gone through that makes you a chosen one. It's about what you've motherfucking grown through. Everybody in the world got sad stories. Everybody's lost somebody in their life. Just because you've gone through some shit don't make you a chosen one. Just because people have abandoned you and rejected you, what's up with you, Vinny, don't make you a chosen one. Just because you've had your heart broke several times, that don't make you a chosen one. Just because you've been molested and raped and blah, 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 don't make you a chosen one. There's a whole lot of people in the penitentiary that's gone through the same shit you went through. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers in the penitentiary that's gone through abandonment and rejection and heartbreaks. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers in the penitentiary that ain't never getting the fuck out. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers in the penitentiary on death row right now because of the crazy ass shit that they've gone through in life. And they didn't know how to deal with it. They didn't know how to process that pain and that hurt and that rejection. They didn't know how to process that trauma in a healthy way. So just because you've gone through some shit, that don't make you chosen. Grow the fuck up. There's a whole lot of ignorant shit on social media right now, especially TikTok and YouTube. Motherfuckers talking about chosen ones this, chosen ones that, chosen. Shut the fuck up with that stupid ass shit. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers on the streets that strung the fuck out on dope that ain't never coming back. They've lost their rabbit ass mind. They'll never be sane again. Just because of the shit that they've gone through in life. So stop acting like, oh, it's only the people that's gone through some shit, man, that's chosen. No, because there's a whole bunch of chosen motherfuckers, not chosen, but there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's gone through some shit that's became serial rapists. Whole bunch of motherfuckers gone through some crazy ass shit, became serial murderers. When we gonna grow the fuck up? What makes you chosen is you growing the fuck up emotionally and spiritually. What makes you chosen is the fact that, okay, man, I've gone through some crazy ass shit, but so what? There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers gone through some crazy ass shit. What separates me from them? What makes me different from them? Because everybody got a tragic story. Everybody's lost somebody. But what makes you different from them? What the fuck are you doing with your life that they're not doing? How are you benefiting humanity and society? What makes you chosen? See, we gotta grow the fuck up. See, because if you're chosen for a reason. What the fuck are you chosen to do? God didn't just choose you and just for you to sit on your fucking ass to be a fucking bummer. God didn't just choose you for you not to do shit in your motherfucking life. Just to sit there and make fucking videos and talk about, I'm chosen, I'm da-da-da, I'm da-da-da, and all black people are chosen, and black people could be the only part of the 144,000, and all this other stupid, ignorant ass bullshit. Oh, we going there today. We going there, and a lot of you ain't gonna like it, you know what I mean? And again, I don't give two fucks, you know what I mean? Because this is a grown folk channel. This is about us growing the fuck up. This is about us facing the bullshit that we face. And dealing with that shit in a healthy manner and growing from it and turning around and taking that shit, that trauma, and gaining the wisdom from it. The knowledge, the understanding, the love, and the compassion, and turning that crazy shit into gold. Turning that crazy shit into beautiful life lessons to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love for others. What the fuck are you doing with your life? What makes you chosen? What makes you special? What makes you different? 1 in 4 women have been raped. So just because you've been raped don't mean that you fucking chosen. It's a whole lot of dudes that's been molested. Just because you've been molested don't make you chosen. What makes you different? What makes you special? And see, we don't like talking about that shit. We don't. Because we can't think of ourselves like that. We want to say we're chosen. We want to say we're special. But we don't want to do the motherfucking work. We don't really want to heal. We just want to shine. We just want to pop our collar and flex and do all that other stupid shit. But we don't really want to heal. We don't really want to go through the hell and the chaos in order to become a chosen one. In order to become sanctified or set apart. In order to be different. What makes you different? What makes you special? See, right now, there's a whole lot of women all over social media that think that they should be hooked up with some dudes in the 1%. Average women, mediocre women, and this is not just about them, I'm just using this as an example, that think dudes in the top 1% are supposed to choose them. It's like, okay, well, what makes you special? What makes you so unique that the 1% of men in America is supposed to push past all the other beautiful women? What makes you so special, so unique, that these 1% of dudes are supposed to push past all these beautiful, sexy, intelligent, high vibrating women to come pick you out of your fucking misery, out of your fucking loneliness, out of your fucking depression? What makes you special? Are you really ready for this life as a chosen one? See, in order for you to be ready for this life, you gotta be willing to put in the motherfucking work. You gotta be willing to face your fucking fears and insecurities. You gotta stop looking at triggers as a bad thing. Triggers are not a bad thing. Triggers are God's source, universal way of getting you to face your fucking bullshit. What's up with you, warrior above, within, and without? Man, we talking about, are you ready for this path as a chosen one? Everybody can't walk this path. Everybody ain't gonna walk this path as a chosen one. Everybody wants to be chosen. You got all these people talking about they want to be chosen. You got all these people talking about they want to be a star seed. Man, they're a rainbow warrior and they're whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but they don't want to put in the fucking work. How come we don't like facing our fears? How come we don't like facing our insecurities? How come we don't like being transparent and authentic to everybody else? What about being authentic terrifies you? What about being authentic and transparent that makes you scared? That makes you stop in your track to where you won't do it? What did you go through in your past that blocks you from being transparent with the rest of the world? What did you go through in your past that stops you from being authentically you? Do you even know what authentically you is? See, the great majority of us have no fucking clue who the authentic version of us is, because we've been faking the funk for so fucking long. We've been hiding from the truth for so long. We've been wearing masks for so long. We don't even know who we are anymore. So many of us, we've gone through so much bullshit in our past. We've been hurt, we've been betrayed, we've been lied on, we've been dogged the fuck out, and we're so angry and bitter, so jealous and hateful, we don't even know who we are anymore. We have no fucking clue who we are. But we talk about, man, I'm a chosen one. We talk all this stuff about, man, I'm a beacon of hope. I'm a beacon. Who the fuck are you a beacon of hope for? How the fuck can you be a beacon of hope and you don't even know what fucking hope is? There's nothing about your life that says hope. There's nothing about your life that manifests hope. You're toxic as fuck. You're negative as fuck. You're distrusting. You refuse to be authentic. You refuse to be transparent. But then you want to sit here and talk about, man, I'm a beacon of hope. I'm a beacon of love. I'm a beacon of light. No, the fuck you ain't. You're lying to yourself and to everybody else. Man, we got to grow up. We got to grow up. We got to understand that, man, all the hell that we've gone through, that doesn't make you chosen. See, we're quick to say everybody can't walk that path that we walked. We're quick to say that everybody can't go through what you've gone through. Let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of people who've gone through a whole lot worse than you. There's a whole lot of people going through a whole lot worse than you. Don't pat yourself on the back just because of the shit you've gone through. Don't get excited just because you survived the hell that you've gone through. You can pat yourself on the back when you finally grow through the shit that you've gone through. So there's a difference. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Because the reality is, you look at all these adults, we've had trauma in our childhood. We had trauma in our young adult life. We got daddy issues, mama issues, sibling issues, middle child syndrome, spoiled out, entitlement shit going on. We got a whole bunch of fucking shit that we've received from our childhood. And now that we fucking grown, you want to pat yourself on the back that you made it out. Just because you moved away from your family. Just because you done changed your motherfucking name or you done cut your family off. That doesn't make you chosen. Man, you guys see this is continent of Africa. I wear a lot of crystals. I rock a lot of crystals. You got all the crystals on you want. That don't make you chosen. You can read all the tarot cards, all the oracle cards. You could do tea leaves. You could use all the fucking sage. None of that shit's gonna make you a fucking chosen one. None of that shit's gonna make you deal with your fucking childhood and your fucking issues. Just because you wear fucking crystals. Just because you understand about crystals and numerology and astrology, don't make you super spiritual. Don't make you woke. Don't make you a chosen one. We gotta grow up. We have to grow up. You get all the books you want. I got books right behind me on numerology, astrology, tarot, and oracles, and all this other stuff. Just because you read this stuff don't mean that you deep. Just because you understand this stuff don't mean that you're chosen one. Just because you got money and you're quote unquote successful don't make you a chosen one. Just because you grew up and you bought you a house and you got some property that you're renting out and blah, 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 don't make you a fucking chosen one. You didn't come to this fucking planet to go through all the hell that you went through just to buy a motherfucking house. How lame and corny is that fucking shit? You went through all that fucking trauma, all that fucking shit to get in debt for 30 fucking years. For a house that you're gonna die and leave behind. I'm not knocking buying a house. But grow the fuck up. Buying a house don't mean you all that. Paying for a house don't mean you all that. We gotta grow the fuck up. All the crystals I have, this thing of Africa and all this shit I got, I'm gonna leave this shit behind at one point. When I pass on, I can't take this shit with me. Y'all could put it in the grave. I don't even want to be buried. Just cremate my ass. Just spread me around. But even if I was buried, because I'm not going to know it, because I'm gone. You know what I mean? But I want to be cremated. But if they bury me, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to be here. You know what I mean? And so even if they throw all the things that I like in the fucking grave with me, in the tomb with me, I can't take it with me. I'm gonna leave all this shit behind. All the bags, all the purses, all the cars, the houses, and all this shit that you dying to get. You're stressed the fuck out trying to get this stupid superficial shit that you're gonna have to leave behind one day and give it to somebody who didn't fucking work for it. Are you ready to walk this path as a chosen one? What makes you ready to walk this path? Because everybody can't do it. Everybody ain't gonna do it. Everybody don't have the gonads, the balls, the testicles, the fortitude to be able to walk this path. See, because sometimes in order to walk this path as a chosen one, you're going to be alone. Sometimes walking this path as a chosen one, you're going to have to leave your daddy, your mama, your auntie, your grandma, your grandpappy, and all those other religious people behind you. Sometimes as a chosen one, you're going to have to leave your nappy head, raggedy ass, self-entitled, and all that other bullshit kids behind. You're going to have to leave your ungrateful, entitled, crazy ass grandkids behind. Sometimes you're going to have to leave the love of your life behind. Are you ready to walk this path? See, as a mentor and a life coach, I get so many people calling me and wanting to have appointments, and they're talking about, man, I'm tired of being alone, and I'm tired of this, and when am I going to get the love of my life, and when am I going to find my dream king and my queen, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, grow the fuck up. You act like you came here just to get fucking married. You act like you came here just to have somebody with you. You came into this motherfucking world alone. You didn't come here just to get married. You didn't come here just to get in a relationship. When you gonna grow up? When are you gonna grow up? Are you ready to walk this path as a chosen one? See, so often walking this path as a chosen one means you're gonna have to walk it alone. You're gonna have to walk it alone. Because everybody can't go with you. Everybody ain't gonna go with you. See, to be a chosen one, a real chosen one, goes against logic. It goes against quote unquote common sense. Talk about the Bible. Jesus or Yahshua was out on the water one day, and on his boat was the disciples. And they looked out over the water and was like, hold on, wait a minute, that's Jesus. Peter's like, man, if you're really the Lord, if you're really Jesus, man, let me walk on the water and come to you. See, it's not logical, it's not practical to be able to walk on water. Talking about on a lake. That defies logic. That's not practical. Peter got out on the water and defied logic. Peter did what all the other disciples wouldn't do. None of them were brave enough to get up out the boat. None of them had the courage to be like, man, fuck this shit. They're like, nah, damn, fuck that. Okay, if you the Lord, if you God, if you Jesus, Yahshua, okay, bring your ass on over here and get your ass in this fucking boat, because I'm not getting off the fucking boat. Okay, if you Jesus, if you God, then you can walk on water, but I don't have that ability, so I'm going to sit my ass right here and wait for you to come over here to me. That's logical. Peter got out and started walking on water. Until he started looking at his circumstances. Peter was walking on the water. Peter was doing the impossible, the illogical, the unpractical. Until he started looking at his circumstances. Until he started looking at his environment. Until he started paying attention to everything else that was going on around him. He got distracted. And once he got distracted, he started sinking. Why am I telling you this story? Because as a chosen one, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to be connected to Source, the Most High, universe. You got to be in alignment with Source to be a chosen one, to be able to walk this path. Too many of us are distracted with the bullshit. Too many of us are focused on, man, I want my husband and he got to have 6 figures and you don't make $30,000 a year. You ain't got no fucking education. You ain't got shit to offer a person of that caliber. But that's where your focus is at. We got focused on, man, I want a house and I want this type of car, and I'm not knocking having nice things. But that should never be your fucking priority. That should never be where your focus is at. If that's your focus, then you're not a chosen one. You've gotten distracted with the bullshit. Or you were never chosen from the gate. If your whole life, all you were focused on is chasing the fucking bag, you're not a chosen one. You don't have a chosen one mindset. You don't have the energy and the frequency and vibration of a real chosen one. You on that low vibrating bullshit. And most people can't handle this type of shit. Most people can't handle these type of conversations. Most people don't like you calling them out on their fucking bullshit. You're supposed to just sit back and accept them for what they are and whoop and let them say what the fuck they want to say. And that's what it is, what it is. You can say what the fuck you want to say. But if you say it to me, I'm gonna call you out on your shit. You'll know them by their fruits. A true chosen one, you'll know them by their fruits. What am I saying by the fruits? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. See, so many of us, we're sowing energy and bullshit out into the world. We get so distracted with the drama and the chaos of life. We get tunnel vision. And that's all we on. We're on that frequency of bullshit. Because we're so attracted and so attached to what the fuck is going on in the world. I don't give a fuck about Sean Combs or whatever his fucking name is. I don't give a fuck about none of these people out there. Whether it's Beyonce, Jay-Z, whatever their fucking names, I don't give two fucks about these people. And I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm not saying they're bad people at all. They got their own fucking path to walk. I don't give a fuck about their path. That's what I mean when I say I don't give a fuck about them. They on their own fucking trip. They doing what the fuck they gotta do or what the fuck they wanna do. Their life don't mean a shit to me. Their life ain't. If they all die tomorrow, my life wouldn't fucking change at all. I wouldn't miss them. I don't pay attention to them. I don't give them any of my fucking energy. I don't give a damn what they got going on in their world. Where your attention flows, your energy flows where your attention goes. I'm gonna say it again. Your energy flows where your attention goes. So whatever you're giving your attention to, you're giving your energy to. That's your life essence. That's your life essence. Because you're giving all your attention, your focus to getting a man, to getting a woman, to what the fuck is going on in the hip-hop industry, what the fuck is going on in Hollywood, what the hell is going on in Gaza, what the hell is going on in Russia, and all these other fucking places. You ain't working on you. You ain't fixing you because you distracted with the bullshit. You pay more attention to Donald Trump. I can't remember the fucking president's name. What is it? What's the fucking president's name? Damn. Joe Biden. Y'all pay more attention to these motherfuckers than y'all do dealing with your own bullshit. Y'all so focused on how Donald Trump is and how Joe Biden is and how Sean Combs is and all this. No, motherfucker, you missing it. You fucked up. You missing the point of living. The point of living is not for you to be focused on these other motherfuckers. The point of you living is for you to sit here and say, okay, you know what? I've gone through whoop. Okay, what am I learning from that? How am I growing from that? How can I take what I've learned? How can I take the knowledge and the wisdom and understanding, the light that I got from that trauma, from that pain, from that chaos, and be a blessing to others? How can I help others out of their chaos, out of their darkness, out of their pain and their trauma? And see, some of us, we even get distracted with that shit. Because again, you can't save anybody. You can't rescue anybody. I'm not here to be Captain Save-A-Hole. And that's a hard lesson that I've had to learn. Because I've tried to be Captain Save-A-Hole for so fucking long. And I've had to grow up and understand, man, I didn't come here to save these people. I didn't come here to save anybody but me. I can't save my kids. I can't save my grandkids. I can't save anybody but me. But me. But we don't want to focus on us. We don't want to deal with our bullshit. So we get distracted with, oh, I gotta rescue my grandkids because they mama ain't shit, and I gotta rescue my kids because they daddy ain't shit, they mama ain't shit, this country ain't shit, Donald Trump ain't shit, Joe Biden ain't shit, America ain't shit, Israel ain't shit, Palestine ain't shit. We got all this shit to talk about everybody else, but hold on, wait a minute. You missing it. You ain't walking the path as a chosen one. Looking at everybody else, paying attention to all the other bullshit. I don't watch the news. I've told you guys that. I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to the news at all. And I have so many people that tell me, man, that's not wise, and that's not educated, and that's not intelligent. How the hell you gonna know what's going on? I know what the fuck is going on without paying attention to that stupid ass shit. You know what's going on in the world? Trauma. You know what's going on in the world? Drama. You know what's going on in the world? Bullshit. You know what's going on in the world? Negativity. You know what's going on in the world? Hate. You know what's going on in the world? Jealousy. Racial intolerance. And you know what I mean? We have all this negative, stupid shit that's going on in the world. And why? To push fucking fear. Why? To lower your fucking frequency. To get you off your path. So you can't walk in your power and your authority. You can never be the greatest version of you focused on everybody else. You can never be the greatest version of you walking around with your insecurities, walking around with your fear, walking around with your hatred, walking around with your jealousy. And it don't matter who you hate. You can't hate Israel and love Palestine and talk about that you're a chosen one. You can't hate Democrats and love conservatives and talk about your chosen one. Or vice versa. You can't push any of those stupid ass fucking ideologies. We gotta grow up. Those are all fucking distractions to keep you from focusing on you, to keep you from focusing on healing you, fixing you. And so what some of us do, we sit back and we like, man, well, at least I'm not as bad as this person over here. And at least I'm not as bad as this crackhead over here. And at least I'm not as bad as this tweaker over here. And at least I'm not as bad as this rapist over here. At least I'm not as bad as this convict over here. And at least I'm not as hateful as Donald Trump. And at least I'm not as ignorant as Joe Biden. And we got all this stupid shit where we're comparing ourselves to these motherfuckers. That's not what we came here to do. We didn't come here for this bullshit. We didn't come here to push a fucking religious belief system. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers walking around with a Bible and don't know who the fuck they is. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers that can quote Genesis to Revelation and have no fucking idea who they are or why they here. They ain't dealing with their trauma. They ain't dealing with their bullshit. They ain't dealing with their low self-esteem, their insecurities. What's up with you, Paul? I'm glad you make it. We gotta grow the fuck up. We gotta grow the fuck up. Years ago, I was talking to this young lady who worked at the prison system together. And she was a devout Christian. And I asked her, I said, well, let me ask you a question. Our job is not to push religion, any religion. As counselors, our job is to help these guys deal with their bullshit. Understand why they're fucking drug addicts. Understand why they kept abusing alcohol and dope, and why they kept coming back and forth to prison. Why they kept doing stupid ass shit. That's our job as counselors, is to help you get an understanding and the idea of who the fuck you are and why you do the stupid ass shit you do. So I'm talking to this lady and another counselor. And I said, let me ask you a question. If a man grew up as a Christian, and for whatever reason, he got strung out on drugs and kept getting locked up, incarcerated, and doing stupid ass shit. He had a wife and kids, and he was never at home with them because he kept going back and forth to prison and just doing stupid ass shit. And 15 years out of his kid's life, he came across this Buddhist teaching. And this Buddhist teaching helped him understand who he was. This Buddhist teachings helped him, resonated with him. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere, I promise you. And I'm not about pushing Buddhism, okay? I'm just having a conversation with you. I said before, this man, Buddhism resonated with him. It gave him the information, the knowledge, and the insight as to why he was doing the stupid shit he was doing. Christianity couldn't help him. Didn't help him. And it was only through the teachings of this Buddhism that he changed his life. He got out of prison and went home and became a model citizen. When I say model citizen, he started mentoring the young kids that was gang banging and just doing the most. He started mentoring the guys that were strung out and the women that were strung out, or the people that was going down the wrong paths, the paths that led to, the dope and the hustling and the whoop-de-whoop. He started mentoring these people. He started using his story as a role model, as an example. Man, I've been there. Don't do this. Don't make the same mistakes I made. I didn't listen to anybody that was talking to me. And he shared his story and his pain and his trauma of all the shit that he went through that led him to abusing alcohol, that led him to start abusing dope, going in and out of the prison system for 15 fucking years before he finally changed his life. I said, what would you say to that man? She's like, oh, that's good that he's doing all this stuff, but it ain't right. And he still got to go to church, and he still got to believe in Jesus Christ, and and all this other. What he's doing is good, but it ain't right. And I was like, how the fuck can you say that? And she looked at me, and she's like, this bewildered look on her face. She's like, what do you mean? Because he got it. I said, wait a minute. All the stuff that you're talking about didn't work for him. All this shit that you're talking about, his mama was in the church, his daddy was in the church, they pushed the church on him. He knew the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. None of that shit helped him. None of that shit moved him. None of that shit helped him deal with his fucking issues. Now that he finally found something, we're talking about walking this path. Are you ready to walk this path? See, because some of us, we have this stupid ass fucking idea of what the chosen path is. We've been a chosen one fucking religious. And if you don't do it this way, then you're going to hell. If you don't do it this way, then you're not a real chosen one. If you don't do it this way, then you're not part of the 144,000. If you don't do it this way, then you're not right. And we got this stupid ass shit that we pushing. Are you ready to walk this path as a chosen one? See, there's a whole lot of people pushing ideologies and religious shit. So I'm asking, it's like, this guy changed his life drastically. He didn't just change his life. He's now helping change the lives of all these kids and all these other adults. You can't ask any more of this man. He's more hopeful, and helpful to the community than any of you motherfuckers pushing religious bullshit on the fucking community. We going there. We going there. We going there. You look at Chicago. You look at any city that got a hood. Any large city. Especially within the Black and Hispanic community. Churches every fucking where. There are churches every fucking where in the fucking ghetto. Every fucking where. So if your Bible was the answer, then why is your city so fucking run down? If the Bible is the answer and what you pushing is the answer, talking about chosen ones, if that was all you needed, then why is your city fucking raggedy? Why is the fucking ghetto so fucking off the fucking chain? Why are these women so fucking ratchet and fucked up in their head right now? Why are these dudes walking around with their ass hanging out thinking that shit's fucking cool and manly and so quick to pop a fucking bullet in somebody else? If the Bible was all that they needed, if Jesus was all that they needed, if church was all that they needed, 99% of these motherfuckers grew up in church. Are you ready to walk the path as a chosen one? Or are you just willing to spit out some bullshit? See, so many of us, we're so quick to push in a fucking agenda. Because we think this way's the right way. So you got all these people in church. I was a minister in church. I'm not talking about some shit that I've heard about. I grew up in the Christian church, in the Christian household. Apostolic. You had to be baptized in the name of Jesus. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their depression. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their low self-esteem. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their religious intolerance. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their homophobia. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their jealousy. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their sexual desires and lusts. Jesus was the answer for everything except for their fucking greed. We gotta grow the fuck up. We got to grow the fuck up. Are you ready to walk the path as a chosen one? I know this ain't gonna go over well. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn what anybody else think about me. I know who I'm connected to. I know why I'm here. And it don't matter what somebody else think. It don't matter what somebody else think I should be doing. It don't matter what somebody else think, how somebody else think I should be talking. It don't matter that other people don't think that I should wear crystals. It don't matter that other people don't think I should curse. It don't matter other people don't think I should have tattoos. I don't give a fuck what other people think when it comes to me. As long as you give a damn about what other people think about you, you'll never walk the path as a chosen one. You'll never walk your path as a chosen one, giving a damn about what everybody else or anybody else think about you. Everybody's entitled to their fucking opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. don't mean I gotta fucking listen to their opinion. I'm entitled to ignore their fucking opinions. I'm entitled to ignore their fucking belief system. I'm entitled to not give a fuck about their belief system. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. See, we live in this cookie cutter society where everybody wanna be like everybody else. I didn't come here to be like everybody else. I get so many people talking about, man, well, you could boost your numbers on YouTube and get, man, all these subscribers and you get all this money. I didn't come here for this fucking bullshit. I didn't come here for this stupid ass shit. Whether I got 15,000 subscribers, 10 subscribers, 1 subscriber, no subscribers, I'ma say the same shit I gotta say. Whether I got 1 million, I don't give a fuck about the numbers. That ain't got shit to do with the fucking message. See, so many of us, we look at numbers and we say, well, that validates you. Because you got all these subscribers, that says that, man, look at all those people that believe you. Look at all those people that support you. Them numbers don't mean a motherfucking thing. At all. Let me prove it to you real quick. You got a whole bunch of women on TikTok, OnlyFans, and all these other ratchet ass fucking platforms. Hundreds of thousands of followers. And these motherfuckers ain't doing a damn thing to benefit humanity. You got some of the most ratchet, ghetto, ignorant ass motherfuckers on YouTube, TikTok, and all these other motherfucking platforms and got hundreds of thousands of followers. And they're constantly pushing out stupid ass shit. They got videos and pictures of they ass out, titties out, them flexing their muscles, and look at my cars, and look at my Benz, and look at this, and look at my money stack, and all this stupid ass shit, and ain't doing a goddamn thing to help humanity deal with our fucking bullshit. But they got the numbers. They could go live and there'd be 10,000 people on their fucking live stream. The numbers don't mean a damn fucking thing. Don't mean a damn thing. And I'm saying this for those of you that are trying to walk this path as chosen ones, and you're trying to put out great content on your YouTube platform, your TikTok platform, or whatever platform you want, and you don't have the subscribers. You got maybe 15 or 20 or 100 or 300, and you're looking around like, man, I can't, and you didn't come here for the fucking numbers. Don't get fucking distracted. Stop allowing the fucking numbers to dictate what the fuck you do. Stop allowing the numbers to dictate what you say and how you say it. Again, I'm old school. I'm 54 years old. I give 2 fucks of what anybody say about me. You know what I mean? And again, I've had so many motherfuckers come on talk about, man, well, you shouldn't curse so much. And you can say it differently without cursing. You can say the same thing without cursing. Okay, if you don't like me cursing, just create your own fucking platform and do what the fuck you do. But here over here, I'm gonna keep this shit a buck. Here over here, I'm gonna keep this shit fucking real. Here over here, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do when the fuck I want to, how the fuck I want to. I'm gonna walk my path. You go walk your path. Stop trying to dictate how somebody walk their path. And stop trying to copy your path after somebody else's path. You can't be a chosen one and walk your path and you try to copy somebody else because they got 200,000 subscribers. This is real shit. This is real shit. Real shit is hard to swallow. Real shit's hard to accept in this day and age. Because we've been so fucking dumbed down. We don't like people talking to us like this. We can't handle this type of fucking truth. And it is what it is. Walk your path. Walk your path. Be authentically you. But in order for you to be authentically you, you got to know who the fuck you are. That's prerequisite. You cannot be authentically you and not know who the fuck you are. See, truth be told, God the Most High don't give a fuck how much you know about Peter in the Bible. God the Most High, universal, don't give a fuck how much you know about Jesus or Yahshua. They don't give a fuck how much you know about Paul or any of the people in the Bible or any of the people that lived in the old days. They don't give a fuck what you know about those people. What good is it for you to know all that shit about all those people and not know who the fuck you are? See, as far as relationships, it's hard to get in a relationship and stay in a relationship when you don't really know who the fuck you are. That's gold. That's gold. You cannot get in a relationship with somebody and not know who the fuck you are. They not know who the fuck they are and think that, okay, man, because we got together, we gonna get in this relationship and we gonna stay together till death do us part and we'll do it to who. See, because if you're a chosen one, man, you're gonna start growing the fuck up. If you're a chosen one, God's gonna slap the shit out your ass with some fucking real shit. And you're gonna have to start growing the fuck up. And you're gonna look at this motherfucker like, damn, I don't even know who the fuck this motherfucker is anymore. Damn, this motherfucker toxic as fuck. Damn, I'm toxic as fuck. Man, I can't be with this person. I should have never been with this person, if the truth be told. I've only got with this person because I didn't know who the fuck I was. That's real shit. That's real shit. But so many of us, we jump in relationships because we're tired of being alone. We jump in relationships for the business aspect of it. Because of the benefits of financial help. And ain't got shit to do with purpose. Ain't got shit to do with your purpose in life. You just tired of struggling on your own. You just tired of being lonely. You just tired of coming home to an empty house. And so you jump in a relationship. We got to grow up. We got to grow up. Are you ready to walk this path as a chosen one? You're going to have to change. You're going to have to change. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I was talking to my younger kid's mom last May. And our youngest is 19. She'll be 20 on July 4th. And this young lady, my kid's mom, was asking me, how come I don't like her? How come I don't want to be with her? We ain't been together since 2004. And she's wanting to know, how come I don't want to be with her? She left the relationship and went back to her ex-boyfriend. That didn't last. And she thought she could come back to me. That shit wasn't working. Nope. But she couldn't understand why I didn't want anything to do with her. And she made a statement that blew me away. She said, I'm still the same person I was when you met me. I'm still the same person I was when we got married. That broke my heart. I was sad for her. And I looked at her and I just shook my head and put my head down. And she was proud of the fact that she's the same person. She has her master's degree, RN, 5-bedroom home in Georgia, several automobiles. But she's lonely as fuck. She's depressed as fuck. She's popping pills because of her fucking depression. And this is not to blast her or to shame her, but I'm sharing this because she was so proud of the fact that she hadn't changed since I met her. Since I met her. Family. We met in 1999. 1999. Last year, she told me she was the same person she was when we met. Are you ready to walk your path as a chosen one? So she hasn't changed from 1999 to 2023. She still probably haven't changed. I ain't talked to her since May last year. Blocked her in every way. And I looked at her and I told her, I said, you know what, Tasha, that's a problem. That's a problem. How could you not have changed in 24 years? How can you be the same person you was 24 years ago? I'm nowhere close to being the guy I was 24 years ago. I'm nowhere close to being on the same level that I was spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, that I was 24 years ago. Are you ready to walk this path as a chosen one? Are you ready to face your bullshit and grow the fuck up? Or are you distracted with life and the material things? And you getting material things to validate who you are as a person? Are you looking for this material shit, your houses, your cars, your money, your bank accounts? Are you looking for this shit to validate you? Are you looking for a relationship to validate you? What is it that you're looking for that's going to validate you, that you need to validate you? See, so many of us, guys, we get muscles to validate our manhood, validate how strong we are. I was molested as a 6-year-old kid twice by church people. As soon as I could start working out, I started working out. What's up with you, Mason? In my mind, a dude would never disrespect me again. A dude would never violate me again. I would never be a victim to another dude. Love you too, Gary. So I started working out to get bulked up. Started learning Kung Fu so I could kick a motherfucker in their fucking throat. Because I was never gonna allow somebody else to violate me like that. I was 6 years old when that shit happened. But I started working out. But in my mind, I still felt like I needed protecting. In my mind, I was still stuck in that trauma. In my mind, I still needed motherfuckers to be like, okay, yeah, nah, that motherfucker's too big. I can't fuck with him. And so I wanted an intimidating body. I wanted motherfuckers to think twice and 3 times about, oh, no. That motherfucker ain't rap tight. Because I needed my size. I needed my knowledge of Kung Fu to validate me. To validate me as a man. Some guys, man, we gotta have money. And that money is our validation. That car is your validation. Oh, I'm supervisor, da-da-da-da. I'm director, da-da-da. I'm manager, da-da-da. We gotta have these fucking titles to validate us. Some of us, we gotta have education. I got 3 master's degrees and I'm working on my doctorate right now and da-da-da-da. And okay, but you still don't know who the fuck you are. Got 5 degrees and still don't know who the fuck you are. Make this shit make sense. Make this shit make sense. Man, we got to grow up. What's up with you, Malachi? We got to grow up. We got to understand who we are and why we are the way we are. There's this young lady that I used to work with in the prison system. And real heavy set lady, real heavy set. This was back in like 2005. This is in California. Real heavy set. And I was out there and I was talking to the guys. I would give lectures to the guys. And she was sitting there with me. And just talking about life like I'm talking to you guys. And went back in the office, shut the doors, and I was asking the staff that I trained and mentored as counselors what they thought about the lecture and blah, blah, blah. And this young lady sat there and she started crying. Her name was Tanya. And tears just coming down her eyes. And I'm like, oh shit, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm talking to the guy. I'm just having a heart-to-heart with these 82 inmates. I come back in the office, and talking to the staff. I'm like, I thought that they were paying attention to the guys. And so I'm asking them what they think and what was their observation. And Tanya's tears just coming down her eyes. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with you, Tanya? You okay? And she said, yeah. She said, you know what? Listening to you talk, it made me understand why I am the way that I am. So what do you mean? What are you talking about, Tanya? And she said, Elijah, look at me. And I said, I see you. And what? She said, Elijah, look how big I am. I said, Tanya, I don't care about how big you are. I said, if you're happy with you, then that's all that matters. She said, Elijah, but I'm not happy. I said, okay. She said, Elijah, I understand why I'm this big now. And now I'm sitting back and I'm getting choked up. You know what I mean? Because I was like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? Here we go. And so she's opened up her heart. And she starts telling me how that, man, as a young girl, she was real pretty. And so her family put her in for like modeling shit as this little girl. And she was molested by her cousin, her male cousin. And then later, she was molested and raped by her uncle. And she went on talking about how she hated being pretty. She hated being pretty. And it blew me away. I've never heard anybody say that they hated being pretty. Everybody in my mind, all these girls doing all this shit trying to be pretty. And Tanya was doing all this shit to not be attractive. She didn't want guys being attracted to her. And I've never heard that shit before. So I'm sitting there and I'm blown away. I'm shook because I'm like, man, this girl just opened up. And so she started talking about how she started eating and doing all these things so that she wouldn't be pretty. Because she associated being pretty with being molested. She associated being pretty as being hurt by guys. What's up with you, Kate? Man, we gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. And I'm sharing Tanya's story with you. Why? Because all of our paths are different. Every one of us have our own unique path, just like we have our own unique fingerprints. I'm not gonna be like you. I'm not gonna talk like you. My style is not the same as yours. What's important to me may not be important to you. But we all have to walk our own unique path. And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to Tanya talk and her tears are coming down and I'm looking at everybody else and man, they're getting choked up just like I am. Because Tanya got transparent about her life. She had this realization, she had this epiphany of why she allowed her body to go. Why do you do what you do? Why are you the way that you are? See, you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. And I hear some, I'm just mad and da-da-da. Okay, well, why are you mad? Why are you so bitter? Why are you so hateful? Why are you so jealous? Why are you so desperate for a man? Why are you so desperate for a woman? Why are you so fixated on getting so much money? Why are you so fixated on having this title? Why are you so fixated on being successful in the eyes of others? You got to know who you are. You cannot walk your path and not know who you are. what you want to do as far as religious beliefs. I don't give a damn about that shit. But you better learn who the fuck you are. Whatever belief system you have, you better learn who the fuck you are. It does you no fucking good knowing about all the teachers in your book, in your Quran, or all the teachers in the Bible, or all the Buddhist teachers, or Taoist teachers, or Hindu teachers, or Sikh teachers. It don't matter about those people in the past. That ain't got shit to do with who the fuck you are and why you're here. I don't give a fuck about your ex-husband. I don't give a fuck about your baby mama, your ex-wife. I don't give a fuck about your kids. None of that. Why the fuck are you here? You didn't come here just to have fucking kids. Who are you? Who are you? Don't just tell me, well, I got 3 kids, I got 5 kids. Well, fuck, I got 7 kids. I got 4 daughters and 3 sons. That don't make me who the fuck I am. I got 5 grandkids. That don't make me who I am. Because my daddy killed my mama when I was 2 don't make me who I am. Because I was molested as a 6-year-old kid twice don't make me who I am. There's a whole lot of people who've gone through shit just like I have, and they're strung out on fucking dope, like I said earlier. There's a whole lot of people that have gone through tragic things just like that, and they're in prison and will never be free. What you've gone through don't make you who you are. I'm gonna say this again. What you've gone through in your life do not make you who you are. What you've gone through in your life don't make you a chosen one. What makes you a chosen one is you growing the fuck up and deciding I'm gonna be a chosen one. And how am I gonna be a chosen one? I'm gonna utilize the shit that I've gone through to help other people. I'm gonna utilize the shit that I've gone through to be a beacon of hope, a beacon of light for others. All the shit that I've gone through was there to help give me the knowledge, the wisdom that I have now. But I had to grow through that bullshit. Everybody that's been raped, everybody that's been molested, don't have knowledge and wisdom, don't have wisdom, don't have this insight. Everybody that grew up without their daddy or their mama don't have this fucking wisdom. Just because you go through some shit don't mean that you're fucking wise. We gotta grow up. We gotta we gotta learn who the fuck we are. It's crazy. So many people I talk to that I mentor and coach, they know more about LeBron James, and I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan. I was a big Kobe Bryant. They know more about Kobe. They know more about the statistics. These people's NFL stats, basketball stats, all this other stupid shit. We know more about our favorite fucking singer, our favorite fucking actor or actress than we do about ourselves. Why the fuck is that? You know more about your favorite author than you know about yourself. We gotta grow up. We gotta grow up. We gotta stop playing these fucking bullshit games. We gotta stop being fucking distracted. And so many of us, we hate ourselves so much that we want to be like LeBron James. We hate ourselves so fucking much that we want to be like all these other motherfuckers. That's why we know so much about them, because we try to live through their fucking life. We try to live through these people. So we follow them on every fucking social media platform that they have. We want to know everything about them. We know how many fucking kids they got. We know how many times they've been fucking married. We know when their latest album's coming out. We know when their first album came out. We know how many albums they sold, when the shit went platinum, triple platinum, and all this other stupid ass shit. And they ain't never sent you a motherfucking penny for all the money and energy that you invested into their fucking ass. You don't buy all they fucking... I've never, and I've told you guys this before, I've never wore a pair of Jordans. I've never owned a pair of Jordans. Never. You guys have made these motherfuckers so fucking rich. And these motherfuckers have never even sent you a thank you letter. These motherfuckers don't even know you exist. You've gone to work, went through all the shit, all the bullshit on your fucking job, saved up your fucking pennies and coins so you could buy this purse, you could buy this bag, buy this perfume, buy this foundation, buy this makeup, buy this cologne, buy this outfit, and all this other shit because your favorite entertainer or somebody you like came up with the latest style, or this new cologne, this new perfume, this new foundation. And so you go out and you buy this shit. You invest your time, your energy, and money into these other people. And won't invest that same fucking energy into getting to understand who the fuck you are and why the fuck you're the way you are. You have no idea why you're so insecure. You have no idea why you're so bitter. Why you're so hateful. Why you're so jealous. What's up, just being me? We gotta grow up. See, when you get focused on you, you ain't got time to be worrying about Sean fucking Combs. When you get focused on you, on getting to know you, on getting to fall in love with you, you ain't got time or the fucking energy to be worried about who doing what and who doing who. I don't give two fucks about none of these people. I like Samuel Jackson as an actor. Denzel Washington is probably my favorite male actor. Let me tell you a secret though. I don't give a fuck about Denzel. If he died tomorrow, he was a great actor. He's a great actor. But that ain't got shit to do with who I am. That ain't got shit to do with why I'm here. I've said this before. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. Huge Michael Jackson fan. My favorite singer of all time. He touched the lives of so many people. inspired so many people all over the fucking world. I never had a chance to see him perform. Big fan of Prince. Got a chance to see Prince perform in 2000. When they died, I was like, damn, I can't believe they're gone. But the truth is, my life went on. I still had to get up and take my ass to fucking work. I still had to take care of my fucking kids. I still had to deal with my fucking trauma. My bullshit. We have to grow up. There's nothing more important to you. There should be nothing more important to you than understanding who the fuck you are. I tell people all the time, man, I'm a walking meditation. I'm a walking meditation. My peace is my priority. My joy is my priority. There's nothing more important to me. And if you don't know who the fuck you are, you're not gonna have any peace. Universe won't allow it. God won't allow it. Your unease is God's way of trying to get your attention and let you know, man, you got to deal with some fucking shit right here, right now, because you fuck it up. You fucking up. You distracted. You on some bullshit. You got to let go of some shit. You holding on to some unhealthy beliefs that no longer serve your greater good. You got to grow up. You got to understand who the fuck you are and why you're here. I was talking to this young lady who told me that, beautiful young lady. She was telling me that she had to have a guy. I'm trying to mentor her and coach her. She paid for the session, so I'm giving her the time, right? She's telling me that she don't understand why she can't find a guy that won't pay for her bills, that won't pay for her plate, her rent, and all that other shit. And when you get on social media, for whatever reason, there's a lot of young women with this stupid, ignorant ass fucking belief system right now. That a guy is responsible to pay for your fucking bills. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't responsible to pay for shit that I ain't help you fucking create. Ain't no fucking dude responsible to help you pay for shit that he didn't help you create. You ain't got to like it. But it's the motherfucking truth. And so I'm sitting there and I'm listening to her, and we're on this fucking like FaceTime. And I'm like, damn, this young lady's attractive, but ignorant as fuck. Ignorant as fuck. And she's telling me she don't understand why guys won't do this. And she's dead ass serious. She's telling me she don't need a man if she has to pay her own bills. If I have to pay my own way, then what I need a dude for? And I said, okay, I get that. But she wanted a dude to pay for his place and her place too. And if he couldn't pay for his place and his bills and turn around and help pay for her shit, she didn't want shit to do with him. This young lady is gonna have a rude fucking awakening. She's gonna have a hard fucking life. Because she didn't even want the dude to live with her. She wanted him to keep his own place and turn around and pay for her place and her bills. But he couldn't live with her. And she thinks that's acceptable. And she makes maybe $35,000 a year. But she thinks she's gonna catch a man that makes enough money to pay for his shit and then her shit too. And he can't live with her. And so, man, I said, why do you think like this? Why do you think it's somebody else's responsibility to pay for you and you're a grown-ass woman? Why do you think it's somebody else's responsibility to do anything for you? We live in this entitled fucking generation. And when I say generation, I'm not talking about young people. There's a lot of old ass motherfuckers with this stupid ass mentality thinking that somebody owes them some shit. Nobody owes you a motherfucking thing. They don't owe you an apology. They don't owe you shit. And as long as you're focused on what you think somebody else owes you, you're distracted. You're in that bullshit. And again, I don't give a damn what they've done to you. None of that shit matters. I don't give a damn if they broke your heart. None of that shit matters. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody. I had to learn this lesson the hard way. My father murdered my mom and never fucking apologized. Never apologized for doing it. I was molested twice and those motherfuckers never apologized. You have to get to a place in life where you don't need motherfuckers' apology. You have to get to a place in life where you know who the fuck you are. It's like, okay, well, that was their bullshit. That ain't got shit to do with who I am. I know this person walked out of my fucking life. Okay, that's her motherfucking loss. Okay, that's his motherfucking loss. That ain't got shit to do with me. Just because they walked out of my life don't mean that I'm not good. Just because they walked out of my life don't mean that I'm not valuable. Don't mean that I'm not lovable. Don't mean that I'm not a good catch for somebody. Just because they didn't want me don't mean that somebody else won't want me. We got to grow the fuck up and stop looking for people to fucking validate us. And so many of us, we need fucking validation from these motherfuckers for the trauma that we've gone through. For the bullshit that we've gone through. And some of us are still looking like, or not looking like, but we're still looking for that man, that woman to validate me. To prove that I'm lovable. To prove that I'm okay. Truth be told, I've been with so many different women because I was looking for that validation. I needed to be validated. And so I was with all these women because that validated me as a man. So I thought. Truth be told, and I said this in some of the other videos, I started having sex in the 7th grade. I can't even count how many people I've been with sexually, how many women I've been with, young women I've been with sexually. I've been with so many women, and the reason why, and God had to show me this, I was in LA at the time, single father, raising my 2 oldest kids at the time, my only 2 kids at the time. And God asked me, God was having a conversation with me. God said, Elijah, why are you doing this? And I'm like, why am I doing what? Why do you keep having sex with all these women? was like, man, that's what we do, you know? Come on, God, come on, you know? You gave me these fucking looks, man. I'm the shit, you know what I mean? And I'm just talking stupid to God. He said, Elijah, you know you're not gay. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? He said again, Elijah, you know you're not gay. I said, I know I'm not gay. What the fuck has that got to do with me? What the fuck is that? Why are you saying this shit to me? You know you're not gay. You know you're not. I know I'm not fucking gay. He said it 3 times. And now I'm pissed. What the fuck you getting at, God? I know I'm not motherfucking gay, and I'm not knocking being gay. Do what you do. To each their own. Talking about my life, my story. He said, Elijah, if you know you're not gay, why are you sleeping with all these women? I never thought about why I slept with so many women. Never crossed my mind. I slept with women that I didn't even want to. I had sex with women that I didn't want to. And the truth be told, I was so fucked up that I was having sex with 4 different women in the same fucking day. Sex was my drug of choice. Sex validated me as a guy. Because that was the only way for me to prove that I wasn't gay. So I had to be with a woman. I had to have sex to prove that I'm not gay. And so I got to put, one woman wasn't good enough. Now I got to have 2 women at the same time. 2 women at the same time ain't good enough. Now I got to have 3 women at the same time. 3 women wasn't enough. I had to have 4 women. Because I was that fucked up in my head. I was that fucking twisted. That I need 4 women at the same time for me to feel like I'm okay. For me to feel like I'm a man. And that went back to me being sexually molested as a 6-year-old boy. As a 6-year-old kid, been molested by guys was the reason why I slept with all these females. Trying to prove that I wasn't gay. I needed all these women to validate my manhood. Because I didn't know who the fuck I was. Because I didn't know why I was doing the stupid ass shit I was doing. Who are you? Who are you? What's your path? What's your path? What's your purpose? Your purpose is not just to go to work and bring your ass home. Your purpose is not just to pay fucking bills. Your purpose is not to accumulate wealth or accumulate houses and cars. What's your purpose? See, this is that shadow work. This is that diving deep into the subconscious mind and understanding who the fuck we are and why we react and do the shit we do. That's why we get triggered. That's God's way of showing you, hey, you got some unresolved shit in this area right here that you need to face, you need to deal with. How to resist sex? You gotta know who the fuck you are. You gotta love you. You gotta be okay with you. See, when I was in the military, they used to call me Goldie. Goldie was a pimp in this movie called The Mac. Old movie, old black movie, Richard Pryor and some other people, right? And they used to call me Goldie because I was with so many different women. Once I started dealing with my shit, once I understood why I slept with all these women was to validate my manhood. Truth be told, I no longer craved sex like that. Truth be told, once I had that epiphany, just like Tanya when she had her epiphany of why she allowed herself to become so obese, because she had been molested and raped, and she never wanted to be seen as this sex object again. And so she allowed her body to go, so nobody would ever see her like that. Once I had that understanding, that epiphany, that man, you sleeping with all these women just to prove that you're not gay. These women don't even have a clue that's why you're having sex with them. These women don't even have a clue that's why you're allowing them to be with you. Because they're a means to an end. You don't really need these women. You don't really like these women. You just want to have sex with them. They're just a sexual object to you because of your fucking issues, Elijah. Because of your issues, you sexualize these women. Because of your issues, Elijah, these women have been nothing more than a sexual conquest, a sexual means to an end. They didn't even know why you want to have sex with them. It's because you were facing your demons, your issues. And the trip is, these women thought you were a hoe. These women thought you were a dog. They used to call you a man-hoe. These guys thought you was the shit. They want to be like you, sleep because you got all the women. And none of them knew that you were fucked up emotionally. None of them knew that you've been traumatized as a fucking kid. And so you're dealing with your fucking issues in an unhealthy way. And yet all these guys are idolizing you, wanting to be like you. All these women are calling you a dog and a hoe and whoop-doo-doo. And the truth is, you were just fucking hurt. You were hurt. And you didn't know how to deal with that trauma. You didn't even know that you were subconsciously sleeping with these women because of your issues. We got to grow up. We got to learn who the fuck we are. We got to learn, why do I do the shit I do? Why do I go left when people do whoop-doo-doo? When people stand me up for a relationship, for a date, or people counsel on me, or people no-show, or whatever the fuck it is. Why do I get so fucking hateful and so fucking mad? Is it because you don't feel like you're good enough? Is it you don't feel like you're worthy and you haven't never really felt that you were worthy? And so every time somebody stands you up, every time somebody don't want to hook up with you, is that a trigger? Is that a reminder that you're not good enough? See, some of us, we got daddy issues and mama issues. and we never were good enough to mom or daddy. And so now that we're adults, we're still not good enough. We're still trying to fit in. We're still trying to be accepted. We're still trying to be valued and loved by others. Because we don't know who the fuck we are. I'm talking about, are you ready to walk this path? Everybody ain't ready to face their fears. Everybody ain't ready to face these difficult situations. Everybody ain't ready to have these real heart-to-heart conversations. And it is what it is. If you're not ready to have these heart-to-heart conversations, if you're not ready to face your fears and your insecurities, you can't be ready to walk your path as a quote-unquote chosen one. It is what it is. Man, I thank you guys for walking out with me this long. I didn't plan on being on this live stream this long, but it is what it is. Man, this will be the last live stream I do this summer. Man, probably be September before we have another live stream. I'll constantly make videos and upload videos. We'll have another one out tomorrow. But as far as the live streams, this will be the last one. Man, family, I thank you. I love you guys. Man, if you're interested in a coaching session or mentoring session, don't hesitate to reach out to me at spiritualdrillinstructor@gmail.com. Namaste. The God, the light, the love that's within me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the love, the light, the God that's within each and every one of you. Happy healing, family. Peace.